The Trefoil Talks, celebrating 30 years of Women of Distinction.
Hello, my name is Mary Pat King, and I'm the CEO of Girl Scouts of West Central Florida. Welcome to our Women of Distinction Trefoil Talks, a reimagining of our annual Women of Distinction event that honors its 30-year history. These live panel discussions will feature past Women of Distinction honorees and other notable women in our community. They'll be giving advice for young women who are making decisions about their future, continuing our goal of connecting today's women leaders with the future women leaders we are building at Girl Scouts. We are able to further our mission of building girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place because of your generosity, which is needed now more than ever. If you find this program to be valuable, please consider making a donation by visiting GSWCF.org/WOD, and we hope you will. And now, the Women of Distinction Trefoil Talks.
Hi, I'm Mary Pat King. I'm the CEO of Girl Scouts of West Central Florida, and I'm here with Annabelle. Hi, Annabelle.
Hello, Mary Pat. How are you?
Good. Tell me about your Girl Scout journey.
Well, I have been a Girl Scout for 12 years now. I'm officially a lifetime member since I just graduated high school.
Congratulations.
Girl Scouts has taught me so much. It's given me the relationships that have pushed me in all the ways of life and everything I wanted to do. Being able to interact with younger girls and help them learn from their experiences, and being a voice for Girl Scouts.
That's amazing. Your voice has been so important. We have really benefited from your voice in many ways, beginning when you were what, a junior? Were you a junior Girl Scout in Media Girls?
Yes, I was. The past videos are hilarious of mini me talking about Girl Scouts, but because of that experience, it has shown me what I've loved. In the future for college, I want to pursue marketing. So because of Media Girls, I will continue that in my future. And Media Girls has taught me so much, how to be able to stand in front of my peers and how to stand up in front of strangers that I don't even know. It was a fabulous experience, and especially with unique opportunities with Media Girls, being able to tour around news sets and being able to take photos and be able to interview people like you was amazing.
So Media Girls is basically like a speakers bureau. Like, we train you on how to represent Girl Scouts, right? In the media, to public speaking events. What was the coolest event you went to?
The coolest event was I was able to be a part of the press pass team for the NCAA Women's Final Four.
Oh my goodness, that's cool. No way.
Yes, it was so much fun. I was able to interview coaches. I was able to take pictures behind the scenes. I was even able to go to the event, and it was a fabulous experience because I got to see it from a media perspective, not from an audience perspective, and it was a fabulous experience.
Walking around with your press pass.
Right.
I love it. Once in a lifetime experiences, that's what I think Girl Scouts all about. So tell me about a once in a lifetime experience that you had that you would encourage other girls to pursue.
A once in a lifetime experience I would tell girls to pursue is any event. Every event is a one in a lifetime experience because every event brings a new perspective. STEMapalooza, not every single one is like that. So constantly being involved in the community is one of the most important things I suggest.
And you've been so involved in Girl Scouts of West Central Florida. So we talked about Media Girls. You were also on the Girl Advisory Board. The CEO Girl Advisory Board is a group of 20 girls who advise me as the CEO on different strategies, and I know you were a big part of that this year.
Yes, it's a fabulous experience to be a part of the CEO Girl Advisory Board because you get to see change. I remember my first year I wanted to have fans in Wailani. I showed that there was a need for fans, and then I went to camp the next summer and there was fans. Yeah. It was the most exciting thing. I was like, that's what I did. My voice mattered. So Girl Advisory Board shows that your voice matters and the things that you want to change and help for other girls can be greatly impacted.
And I think that's what I love so much about Girl Scouts is a lot of times organizations invite youth to the table and nod at what they say. But not Girl Scouts, we're girl-led. So when a girl says something, we listen and we act. And I think that was a great example of how, you spoke up and we took action, and that's exactly what Girl Scouts, the opportunities for leadership that Girl Scouts delivers. Now, you and I both have been volunteers in the service unit of Crystal Waters. Tell me about what types of roles you can have if you're a Girl Scout who wants to volunteer in your service unit.
Well, the opportunity of becoming a delegate, being able to delegate the responsibilities of Girl Scouts and share your voice. Also, there are different advisory boards for other councils that your council might provide. I was part of the CAS, which was Cadet Ambassador Senior for Crystal Waters, and we were able to help with encampment and mentor younger daisies and all those opportunities to share our ideas.
That is awesome. And I remember Jenna's my daughter, coming home from encampments and just loving getting to know the older girls. And as you grow in Girl Scouts, especially when you grow from junior to get cadet level, there are so many new leadership opportunities, and I think you really seized every opportunity. You were an area delegate for our local council, right? And also a national council delegate. Can you explain what national council delegate is?
Well, the national council delegate was a part of the national council session, which was held last year. And this year was the first ever time being online. So everything was virtual, which was very different. No one was ever used to having to see everyone virtually, not face to face. So the interactions were definitely different, but how they incorporated all the girls was fantastic. We got to share our input, we got to vote, which I never knew some of the logistics of voting. There was one vote where it was so close. If one person would have voted yes, we would have had to move everything to the next council session. But because someone said no and spoke up and showed that your vote matters, it showed that there's always a difference.
Annabelle, you and I met. We are neighbors.
Yes.
But we met at the board of directors.
Right.
So you're on the Girl Scouts, or you were on the Girl Scouts of West Central Florida board of directors. What's that experience like to be one of two girl voices on a board of 20 adults, civic leaders across our 8 counties?
It was an amazing experience, and one thing I learned is that every board member on that board cares for Girl Scouts, and they want to show that they care for them by continually asking, how are things going in Girl Scouts? How can we help? Is there anything we can do? So as a girl board member, I got to see the need for their voices also to be heard and for us to share their voices and our perspective. And that was another thing I learned was we had a thing called Mission Moment and seeing what other girls were doing in the community. And that was just a fabulous experience.
Yeah, every meeting we celebrate the mission by celebrating and highlighting girls who are just doing these extraordinary things. And especially during the past year when we were all encountering so much, girls stepped up in a huge way. And I feel like Girl Scouts has never been so important. So many of our Girl Scouts, took action this year. It went from having the courage and confidence to truly the character of making our communities a better place. One of the things that we're really focusing on is reimagining Camp CEO. One of my goals is to make that the premier event for Girl Scouts across our 8 counties. Tell me, where do you hope that experience goes? First, describe your experience, and then where is it going to go?
Well, I had the opportunity of being a part of the first ever Camp CEO. So we were still learning how to do things, and we wanted to show the experience of the girl and show everyone what we loved to do for Girl Scouts with those CEOs that came to the event. We did strength finders, we did how to conduct an interview, we learned how to build a resume, your business cards, basically building yourself up for success for the future. I'm excited to see the mentorships that girls have and the experiences that they learn and how they'll grow from it. Because I've grown so much from Camp CEO because I've learned how to communicate with others who might give me a job. Like I need to communicate with them and how to send out emails and make sure that I'm communicating the right image and being sure that I portray myself as a Girl Scout and being there for others.
I think there's so much potential with that. I also know that the Girl Advisory Board was all about us really increasing the outdoor adventures and diversifying what we deliver. And we're also, as an organization, really aiming to make it our camp experiences and all of our outdoor adventures ones that are accessible to all girls. So what have been some of your favorite outdoor adventures through camp?
The thing about Camp CEO is we had the ability to go on the ropes course on Wailani. And that was an exciting experience because I had to be an innovator, I had to be a risk taker, I had to get outside of my comfort zone. So with the outdoor adventures, you have to do all of those things. Go outside of your comfort zone, find new ways, and really communicate your leadership with others. Be a team builder.
It's so obvious how much you love Girl Scouts, and here you are taking this huge leap into the future. But you're a lifetime member, and once a Girl Scout, always a Girl Scout. So tell me, how do you envision yourself staying engaged with Girl Scouts?
Well, I see myself maybe one day becoming a leader. My mom was a leader, and she definitely taught me so many things that have encouraged me along the way. I want to continue to be a part of Girl Scouts. I am a part of the Daisy Circle, so I continue to support GSWCF as continuous as I can and being there for girls. I have younger girls who I continue to mentor and being there for them as they grow as a Girl Scout.
Our pipeline is so strong of female leaders. We are just continuing to grow and evolve what we do. And in the next few years, something that I really hope that we can rely on our alumni like you about is making sure that every girl has access to Girl Scouts in our 8-county footprint. So I'm really thankful for young alumni like you who are going to help us to reach more girls and to engage more girls and make sure that every girl can benefit from the tremendous lessons that Girl Scouts deliver. So thank you so much.
So with the Girl Advisory Board, you've been able to be a leader. What is something that you have learned from the Girl Advisory Board?
I have learned how creative and unique each girl's perspective is. Everyone has a different troop experience. Everyone has a different desire for their Girl Scout leadership experience. And so the mix of perspectives really gives a global view for us to think about which direction we should go. So I so appreciated that.
You've talked about community a lot. What has been your favorite Girl Scout community experience so far as CEO?
My Girl Scout, my daughter Jenna, participated in the Crystal Waters suffragist movement, which I believe you participated in as well. A celebration of the centennial celebration, and what it was where they created posters, and the girls really learned a lot about that movement to get the right to vote. And then the posters were put all around the library, and as a mom, I could take my girl and we walked around and we were able to celebrate all of the extraordinary women spanning 100 years who fought for the right to vote.
What is your vision for tomorrow?
So I have three big things that in the next 10 to 15 years I really want to make happen. One of them is to increase membership. And I don't mean just to increase the number, I mean equity. How are we going to make it possible for every girl in our 8-county footprint to be a Girl Scout? How are we going to bring new resources to make it possible that they can be part of the experience, not just to sign up and be a member and attend a troop meeting, but to have the same high quality experience. So they're able to have the uniform, they have a place to put the patches, they have the resources available to pursue these wonderful badges. They get to go to camp if they want to, they get to go to Camp CEO. I think that should be something that any girl who has the desire should be able to do, and I want to make that happen. So that's one thing. Second thing is I really, really, really am committed to our camps. I think our camps are just extraordinary places, and I think they're magical. I think at camp, it's where we can really grow the inside of the person while we encourage them to push the limits on the outside, right? And so something like, building an equestrian center that's world-class at Camp Wildwood is exactly the kind of objective for the future that I'm looking to pursue. And then the final thing is accessibility. I really feel girls, especially girls with special needs, have a very important place in Girl Scouts. And I want to figure out how we can make it possible that all girls who have special needs can be at camp, can be part of our community, and really amplify their voices as well.
Awesome. My last question that I have for you is, with everything going on with COVID and things finally opening back up for Girl Scouts, what is one thing you would say to encourage girls to get out there and continue living in those experiences?
Yeah, one of the things that we at Camp Wailani for the Girl Advisory Board meeting that we had, do you remember we had an exercise where we went around the room and everyone had to give one word that they felt like defined Girl Scouts. We heard a lot of amazing words, but the word we heard over and over and over again was opportunities. So when you're little or younger, the opportunity is to have fun and to build your character and to learn how to be a Girl Scout and to learn how to give back to the community. As you grow up, that learning becomes adventurous. That learning becomes leadership. That learning becomes pushing yourself and growing your self-esteem and gaining the confidence that you need to be a young woman who can do really anything that you aim to do. And here you are, you're at that point, and I'm so proud of you. You're a young woman who's ready to take off and do whatever it is that you want to do, Annabelle, and I'm so excited for you because you are a great example of what a full, high quality, 7+ years of Girl Scouts, you're 12 years, but they say the research shows only 7 years it takes for a high quality, full Girl Scout leadership experience to change the trajectory of your life. And here you are, you're ready to take off. So I'm so excited and hopeful for you. Well, thank you so much for coming. This was so much fun. Annabelle, tell me what's up next?
On August 4th at 7:30, we have another Trefoil Talks about women in finance.
That sounds awesome. There were also 2 other wonderful Trefoil Talks, and I hope you'll check them out on our website. We have a facilitator's guide for troop leaders or Girl Scouts who want to facilitate conversation about some of the empowering and inspirational remarks from our panelists.
And by tuning in, you can earn requirements for badges.
Oh, so true. Well, thank you, Annabelle. It's been great talking with you.
Thank you, Mary Pat. Thank you for the experience.
And thank you all.
Hello, I'm Laura Webb, President of Girl Scouts of West Central Florida's Board of Directors. Thank you for joining us for our Women of Distinction Trefoil Talk. I hope you found it insightful. I want to give a special thanks to our sponsors, including Fried Egg Productions and Premier Eye Care, for their generous support of this project, as well as so many others. And thank you to everyone watching for your belief in girl possibilities through your support and participation with Girl Scouts of West Central Florida. We provide life-changing opportunities for thousands of girls and young women in our community, but we couldn't do it without you. You can still go to gswcf.org/WOD to make a contribution. Thank you again. We hope to see you at our next Trefoil Talk and in person at our 30th anniversary event on March 18th, 2022.